Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So today we're looking at Soccerverse. So Soccerverse has just gone live finally. So it's a game I've been playing for many years in beta. I advise it to the company, so take that as it may. But the game has finally gone live in terms of this is permanent game state running on the Polygon blockchain, and now sort of everything you buy in the game is going to be permanent. Previously, the game states were wiped over time. So when I'm not logged in yet, so this is what we see. This is the map of the soccer world. So lots of countries in here. Not every country, not leagues from every country in here, but leagues from many of the countries here. And we need to sign in and register, obviously. So one thing to say here is because I've been playing the beta, I've already got an account set up. So this isn't sort of going in from fresh, which probably most people watching the video would have to do. But just to sort of get people into it quickly, I'll do another video maybe later about creating an account. So we're going to sign in, and when we sign in, there's various options. So always use the same method and account. So you can use non-crypto methods here. I'm going to use MetaMask, obviously, because Meta. Okay, so I've selected my usernames. Because I've been playing the game before, I've got several usernames in there, which obviously you won't have, and so we can see actually it's listing some of the assets I've got. So obviously the Polygon token. Rapture is actually what you use to create names, although that's you won't have to do that. And USDC, which is how you buy the packs, and I've got 4 names. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So I'm just having to sign in with my wallet. Okay, so now we can sort of see that up here. It's showing my game name. It's showing how much dollars I've got. This is actually showing. This is looking for USDC, so the stable coin on Polygon. This is the in-game token. I don't have any at the moment. So I'm not the manager of a club. So you have to go and if you want to do the management side of it, which I guess most people are wanting to be doing. I'll go and have a look, and I'll click on England. And obviously, probably a lot of people will be going right. Let's go straight to the top. So a whole bunch of sort of names here. So we'll see some of them are Manchester Red and Manchester Blue. That's because that's copyright issues. Some of them are geographic areas. So Chelsea is a place in London, West Ham is a place in London. So that's not a sort of trademarked thing. So we can see these are all pretty much full up, apart from Ipswich. I don't really want Ipswich, but there we go. If I was going to get Ipswich, what would I do? So I'd have to buy an influence pack and then vote myself in. So if I'm going to buy an influence pack, let's have a look. And we can see here an influence pack here for Ipswich, because this is in the top league. It's actually going to cost me 12. So this is a USDC rate. So this is $12.65, which I don't have that much. So if I do this, I get 40 influence in this club. So influence is sort of like, you think of it as to a degree sort of like shares in the club. But I also get influence in these other clubs as well. So it's one of the sort of ideas is that although you can only be manager of one club per account, the idea is you would have influence in other clubs as well. And you can sell the influence if you don't want it, but it just gives a liquidity into the influence for these different clubs, rather than people just buying exactly what they want. So that's the idea behind this. So I get, in this sort of platinum pack here, I get 40 influence in Ipswich. It'd be the same for anything in the top division in the UK, and then I get 10 influence for these other clubs around the world. And this is actually it's not random, but it resets every week, I think. So if I want to buy Ipswich now, I get these. If I buy Ipswich next week, it'll be a different set of other clubs. I can't obviously do that because I haven't got enough. So we'll have to downgrade our ambitions a little bit. Obviously, I could go and get some more USDC, but for the purposes of this video, let's go and have a look at English second division. So these are now filling up. So let's stick with these guys, and let's go for Bolton. So wait for that to come up. So here, obviously, Bolton in this situation are in the English third division in Soccerverse. Obviously, in the real world, they're in the first division in the sort of Premier League world. But here, I can get 40 influence. So one pack here is only 73 cents. So I can buy. See if it does the math for me. See how much I've got. Oh, yeah. Keep going. There we go. So I'm going to get 240 influence in Bolton, and then I'm going to get 60 influence. I'm basically buying 6 packs. So the packs obviously are tiered in terms of how strong the league is. So some interesting clubs here that I've never heard of. So I'm going to buy those packs and get that influence. So obviously this is a fully on-chain game, so it's going to be going through this transaction. So to use USDC, I need to grant the smart contract permission. Okay, so now I'm going to buy a pack. So these are silver packs, not the platinum packs. Actually, the reason I had about $5 in was the gold packs are $4.20. So when I was originally looking, I was going to buy one of those of the gold packs rather than 6 of the silver packs. So we'll just wait for that to go through. So there we go. Excellent. So now we can see I have influence in 7 clubs. Haven't got any of these currencies at the moment because the game actually won't start for 2 weeks. So the management part of the game or the season won't start for 2 weeks. At the moment, people are just sort of sorting out what clubs they want to be managers of. So in my portfolio, this is what I've got. There's no value at the moment because the game's literally only just gone live. But over time, maybe someone really wants to buy Gothenburg Green, someone who lives in Gothenburg in Sweden, I suppose, may be interested in that. Okay, so the next thing is I've bought the influence in Bolton. So if I want to be the manager, I need to take it over. So let's click on this. Do I want to take over this club? Yes, I do. So this, obviously, again, we're having to do a transaction. So I've started to take over as manager. So this is okay. So just waiting for that to refresh, and we can now see that me is now the manager of Bolton. So we can see here I'm the manager. It's locked, and we can see here on the 18th of January, my first game is away at Wigan. So local rivalries there in Lancashire. I don't know if Wigan's in Lancashire, but anyway. So there we can see. So I must set my club tactics. So this is obviously the management part of the game. I'm actually not very good at soccer games, but we can see here what's going on here. So this is the lineup. This is the player ratings. So not too bad on the player ratings. I have some subs here. If I wanted to move stuff around, this is my whole squad that I could maybe swap some things around at the moment. Don't really know. So I don't know any of these players, so I have to be doing some research on this. So what formation would we want to go for? We've got a 4-4-2 at the moment. Could go a 4-3-3 there. And then we've got a left midfield that's a sort of weird position. So maybe we'll stick with 4-4-2. That looks good. Looks a bit happier. He's not red anymore. Okay. Team instructions. So we could say what sort of these are obviously very basic. First game of the season. Should we keep it counter-attacking, tempo normal? No, I don't want to change that. Tackling style medium. Where's our captain? Okay, penalty taker. Oh, that's him. Situation. So we could create a situation. So we could go if losing. Keep the formation. If we're losing, we're going to go long ball. Okay. If losing at any score, we're just going to go for it. Okay. So we'll save that, and we'll submit the team sheet. So let's go on. Obviously, again, this is a on-chain transaction, so it's a fully on-chain game, but it's not like a game where you do lots of transactions. You have 2 games a week, and then cup games maybe as well, and maybe you're doing transfers and that sort of stuff. Those would all be transactions, but it's not a game where you're probably doing like 10 transactions in a day. It's a game maybe you're doing 10 transactions in a week. Injured and suspended players must be okay. Injured and suspended players must be in extras for your tactics to be valid. Okay, so it's just reminding me. At the moment, we've not played anything, so we've not got any injured players. So that looks okay. Successfully submitted my team sheet. And then I can obviously go through and look at the squad ratings here. So there's my goalkeeper, how old he is, his condition, morale. Obviously at the moment these are all fine. Got 28 players, average rating, average age, not bad. Squad value, this is in the in-game token. The wages, average wage and squad wages. So there's obviously a financial element when you start getting into this game about the more you win, the more you get. And obviously should point out that the manager gets paid, but also the people who hold influence in the clubs also get a payout in the in-game currency. So there's the management side of it. I'm manager of Bolton, but I own influence in these other clubs as well. And I could, if I wanted to, if I got some more USDC, I could go here and I could go and buy some influence in Newcastle. I'm not going to be the manager because Neo Scythe is already manager, but if I bought an influence pack, then I would be getting a sort of proportion of the of the tokens that they generate after every game, but during the season. And we can see their first game is against Manchester United away. And we can see who owns the influence. So that's what we've got with Soccerverse. Thanks for watching the video. See you again soon.